great story, a great story. Man to leave this world and come to Christ, and Jesus Christ is now become a friend. What a great story, great story. What a great story, a great story, for man to leave this world and come to Christ. Master Jesus Christ is now become a friend. What a great story, great story. I said it before and I want to say it again, because one of my friends, his action really remind me what took place in my life before. You see, sometimes when we are experiencing delay in our finances or in our career, we may totally think that maybe God has forgotten us, or God don't want to do that which He promised us. You'll be thinking, those people that are ahead of us, are they having two heads? You try all your best to make money so you can sponsor yourself and move forward. Still, nothing to show. I'm telling you, even in that condition, it's all for a purpose, for your own good. I want to tell you, there is this my guy that have been singing secular song, even make video about some of his songs, so secular, singing with ladies, with women, and all those kind of thing, make video with women. But now as I'm talking to you now, this man is now a pastor. I look at him when he's speaking, I begin to imagine the same person that was singing about fine girl before is now singing, talking about Jesus Christ. This is wonderful, lovely. I look at him and I'm happy for him. You know what it means for somebody to come out of darkness fully and enter into light. Not just light. Some people come out of darkness and enter into light and they will be looking, because they are surprised everywhere is shining. But this one enter and still get knowledge about light, so he can speak concerning light. He can say something. This same thing happens to me when I was still trying to come up, not knowing anything, even with little boy sense, because I was somehow small, even in age. But I have that mind that I want to do music. You see, I begin to see some people that came out in those days. Anybody that comes and say, I want to be like this person. That year, Michael Jackson was reigning as if there is no tomorrow. So I said, I want to be like Michael Jackson. After all, one of our guy came out. I don't want to mention his name. He came out again and ran everywhere. I said, no, I want to be like that guy. Singing and praising women instead of God, instead of worshiping Jesus, instead of serving Jesus, instead of looking for a way to win souls to His kingdom. But why I was still thinking like that, God was busy thinking about His Son. Do you know the most shocking things, the one that shocked me and surprised me? There was this boy that took me to studio. He knows everywhere. I came to Lagos newly that year, so the boy knows everywhere. He took me around, trying to show me some studio. There is one we went to, so they said I should pay 10,000 for one track. I said, okay, no problem. But they said the 10,000 is not much that I must pay it once. I was happy because even the 10,000 I wasn't having it. I said, okay, I'm going to, they say if I pay 5,000 that they will finish my work and drop everything, so that after when I balance, I will come and collect the song. I said, no problem. I went and started working, struggling for almost 6 months just to get 1,000. Just to get 5,000. After all, I got the 5,000. I went and deposited I dropped my music, they started work. Guess what? The moment I dropped the music, everything turned upside down. I could not save money and get 5,000 for a whole year. I was just working, see money, but I cannot save it. 5,000 that year was somehow big. Things just turn upside down these days. That even like 5 years back, if you owe 5,000 for one, you feel as if you have big money in your hand. You see. So this thing I'm telling you, I struggle just to get 5,000 to go and complete the 10,000 and collect my song, because they said they have finished the work. I could not get 5,000. But when I later got the 5,000, I said, okay, I have the 5,000. Let me go to the studio. Getting to the studio, where they build the studio, I can't even see anything. I asked somebody, they say no, everything scattered. The manager scattered, they sold everything. I was surprised. Who will I ask? Who is with my song? Who will I ask to collect back my 5,000? No way. That particular song lost in their system. Another shock thing is that after like 2 years, I passed through that road. I saw the one that he said he was the studio manager sitting down by the roadside and smoking. He greeted me, we greeted. I asked, how far? What really happened? He said, it's a long story with red eyes. It's a long story. That there were somehow a little misunderstanding and they sold everything. So that was how the whole place scattered. There's no more studio. That even himself is not doing anything like that again. That particular song lost. But I was still having it in my mind. So as it was like that, I'm going to sing it another place. You see. But why I was still coming up planning to still do another song praising woman instead of God. I plan till I later discovered myself in the church. As I discovered myself in the church, the preaching started coming in. I started realizing that people that are singing all these songs, they have already sold their souls to the devil. There is nothing you can talk. There is nothing you can say. They may hide the secret and hide it so tight that you that have not yet going into the level, maybe you are struggling, you want to make it to be like one. They will hide it from you till when you later finally got to that level. Then your eyes will open. There are still many of my friends that are not getting to that level. Why? Because they refuse to accept what they ask them to accept. So I saw this same guy that is preaching the Bible now. He was once singing like the worldly people. I'm sure that he had encountered with Jesus. So his life changed. He's now out of darkness totally. I'm still strongly believe that, or maybe if I should advise him to go in and delete all those kind of songs, because he's now a man of God. And I still want to pass this message to those my friends. I believe that some of them might see this video if they are still alive, because some of them I don't know where I can find them again. We're all singing the same thing. We're all making plan to come up like that, to be like one of those ones, singing secular. So this message, I'm passing it straight to those ones that are still out there, planning to still join the dark side. That there is no life there. The only way you can have life is in Jesus. These my brothers that I'm seeing him, I'm happy for him. I'm happy. Imagine me as a human being is happy. How much more heaven? So I want him to remove his mind totally in all those areas and stop all those things and then focus on God. He's going to see the real light. He have the talents to sing. The Spirit of God is going to lead him to sing praises to God. Now I just want to put this out so that you that are still trying to come up and become like one, I don't want to mention anybody's name. Once you are getting to that level, there is no coming back. This my guy now, assuming that he has gotten to that level, There is no way we'll come back now and become pastor, because we'll have been initiated in one way or the other. You see, and now he's a pastor. He's a pastor. The way he's speaking, I really check deep into his message and see that something meaningful is inside him, and I pray the Lord to pour down his wisdom more on him and sort out every evil that the devil can still put in order to draw him out of the way. For him to speak as a fake pastor, such will never be his portion. He's going to be real and walk real and serve and win souls to the kingdom. Forget about money, because money will not be your problem. God who owns heaven and earth is richer than whatever thing you can ever think of having in life. You see? So like me, I don't bother myself about money. I'm only praying that God, let your will be done in every areas of my life, and he's going to do it. You see? And I'm putting it out that if you are still trying to go and join the group of dark world, return back, because when you get to that site, you will not be able to repent again. When your fame is all over the world, you will not be able to turn back and say you want to sing gospel, you want to preach the gospel, you want to sing gospel song. You won't be able to do that anymore. Like me now, the Lord himself have already stopped me from the beginning, seizing my music. Imagine somebody putting music in the studio, ordinary 10,000, you cannot pay. Sometimes you see all those hardship and troubles, you thought it's just a normal thing. You don't know that God is using it to save you from dark world and put you into his light. This is the hands of the Lord working miracles. Yes, he called us out of darkness into a marvelous light, and his mercies endure forever.